All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for your patience. This is the state expedited accusations calendar. I'm sorry, no, it's not. This is state all-purpose calendar in the state court of Fulton County, Georgia, and I'm Judge Melanie Williams. Today is September the 2nd of 2025. All defendants, I'm going to apprise you of your rights this morning. You have an absolute right to remain silent. Anything you say regarding the facts of your case can and will be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney today. As you can see, I am conducting this hearing by video. I am not there in person with you. That means any member of the public can log on and watch this particular proceeding. When I ask if you understand your rights, that is what I am referring to. All right, I did not get the announcements from the public defender, so please bear with me as we call each case. I may need you to give me the announcements. If someone has that email and could forward to me, I would appreciate that as well.
I will forward that, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms.
Judge,
Folk.
I was not aware that you were presiding this morning. That's why I didn't send it to you.
That's okay. I'm usually not here, so, but it's a pleasure to be here this morning.
Thank you, Ms.
Uh,
Fong.
All right,
Oh, no problem.
who do we have at courtroom 2?
Position number 14, Farrell.
Is that you, Mr. White, at courtroom 2?
It's not 40. What's your
Then,
name?
Mr. White, it's hard to see.
That is Mr. White, Judge.
Okay.
27 and 28, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Position 27 and 28.
Yes, that's Miss Tucker's case.
Okay, 27, 28. Is Ms. Tucker on the line? Oh, there's Ms. Tucker. She's here, but what is the announcement for position 27 and 28? Is Ms. Tucker coming?
We can go to the next position, 1 and 2, Anderson. Come on, Anderson.
I'm sorry, Judge. Good morning. I just wanted to inform everybody that Ms. Tucker is over here interviewing her client here at ACDC.
Thank you for letting us know. We appreciate that. All right, Mr. White, what is the announcement for position 1?
That's negotiated plea, Judge.
Thank you. All right, good morning, Mr. Anderson. You have 2 cases today. One is an FTA. The other case is 25 CR 0000652A. In that case, you are charged with simple battery family violence. Do you understand your rights this morning?
Yes.
All right, thank you for speaking loudly. I really do appreciate that. It helps me greatly. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On the simple battery family violence, the state's recommendation is 12 months, serve 28 days. We are going to give him credit for 14 days from February 7th, 2025 to February 8th, 2025, and then August 22nd, 2025 until today. Balance probated, no further contact with Lashunte Teague. Stay away from the 7 Courts Apartments that's located at 2800 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Southwest, and FVIP, as well as no firearms. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea, and we would like to sound for Lashunte Teague. And on position number 2, we are entering a null pros at the conclusion of the plea on position 1.
Thank you. Mr. White, that was your understanding of the agreement, and do you so stipulate?
That's correct, Judge. We do stipulate, and that is our understanding.
All right, and is Ms. Teagues present and wishes to make a statement? All right, hearing none. Mr. Anderson, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, Mr. Anderson, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury?
Do you swear to tell the truth?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a plea today, Mr. Anderson?
No.
I'm sorry, but you can put your hand down. Speak loudly. Do you want to take a plea?
Yes.
Are you sure that's what you wish to do today?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Doesn't seem like he wants to take this plea, Mr. White. Is he sure that he wants to do this? Before we go through all the questions and that's not what he wants? Do you want to go to trial or do you want to please take a plea today, sir?
Yes, I take the plea.
Okay. And that's what you want to do, correct?
Yeah.
We're gonna go through the questions and see if I feel satisfied, we'll go forward and take the plea. If not, we may reset this case, Mr. White. All right. He's under oath. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No,
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea?
no,
Are you satisfied with Mr. White's representation? Mr. Anderson,
no,
That's so, okay.
are you satisfied with your attorney's representation?
yeah,
And you understand the requirements? If you take a plea today, you're giving up your right to trial by judge or by jury? Please mute that screen, whoever that is, Mr. Jordan. Thank you. You understand you're giving up your right to trial by judge or jury? Okay, we're not gonna take this plea today, Mr. Wright. I don't think Mr. Anderson really wants to do this. He's not responding in a timely manner. Do you wish to reset 1 week SAP?
Judge, if we could just hold off on that, we can move on to somebody else and I'll speak with him and make sure this, he's, once you said that, he said he was adamant that he did say yes, so I don't know if you wanna.
Okay, you want to keep forward. Let's see. You understand you're giving up your right to trial by judge and jury, Mr. Anderson?
yes,
And you understand you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt?
yes,
And you understand you can't have any contact with Ms. Teagues. You'll need to stay away from that location. You're gonna have to take a family violence course that's about 6 months. And you're gonna actually have absolutely no firearms. You understand all of that, Mr. Anderson? Is that a yes?
yes,
All right, thank you. As to the charge of simple battery family violence, how do you plead? How do you plead, Mr. Anderson?
yes,
All right, I accept your guilty plea. You should not have additional time to serve on this case in the Fulton County Jail, but you will have some requirements upon release. Best of luck to you, Mr. Anderson. That concludes your case for today. Who do we have next? Who do we have next?
Position number 5, Butler, Robert Butler.
It's also a negotiated plea, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Butler, your case is 25 CR 004666E. In this case, you're charged with making terroristic threats. Do you understand your rights today?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you for that. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. Butler's case, the state's recommendation is going to be 12 months with 44 days to serve, credit for time served 22 days. That will be from August 12th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, 12 weeks of anger management, a social worker visit, no further contact with Bradley Fry, and stay away from 2574 North Clark Drive in East Point. We would like to sound for Mr. Bradley Fry, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
All right, Mr. White, do you so stipulate?
You do stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And is Mr. Fry present, wishes to make a brief statement? Hearing none, Mr. Butler, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury? Thank you. You can put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea today?
No, ma'am.
And you understand by taking a guilty plea, you're giving up your right to have state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt? And you understand that you'll have no further trials about this. This is the end of that case today by taking a plea. And you fully understand the requirements that you're going to take anger management for 12 weeks. You're not going to have any contact with Mr. Fry. You're going to stay away from the location in East Point, but you should not have additional time to serve on this particular case. Do you understand all of that? All right, as to the charge of terroristic threats or acts, how do you plead, Mr. Butler? I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything additional from the state or from the defense?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case.
We can do, position number 14 over at Oconee, Mr. Marquise Jones.
And who represents Mr. Jones?
I'm sorry, which one?
14.
Number 14.
That's mine, Judge.
Sir.
And the announcement for that is,
I'm sorry, Judge, that's going to be a plea. He was, reset from last week.
okay. Okay, Mr. Jones, your case is 25 CR 002199A. You're charged with battery, family violence, 2 counts of cruelty to children in the third, and criminal trespass. Do you understand your rights this morning? Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Ms. Falk?
And Your Honor, this is position 14, Marquise Jones, correct?
Correct.
The state's recommendation on this case is going to be 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served 2 days from April 27th to April 28th of 2025, balance probated, FVIP, no further violent contact with Kirissa Jones. Count 2, 3, and 4 will be 12 months concurrent with count 1. We did have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Jones. She stated she agrees with the plea and would like to have contact with the defendant, which is why the contact is no further violent contact. She stated they are no longer living together and she has left the residence. And she also stated they are currently separated. We would like to sound for her. She was unsure if she was going to be joining today, but I would like to sound for Ms. Jones at this time. And we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Ms. Falk or Mr. White, how many additional days will he have to serve?
He should, it's 13 days, Judge, but he has, already been, had a probation violation.
Right. His probation was revoked on his
Okay,
felony matter. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct,
Okay.
sir.
okay, understood. All right, is Ms. Jones present and wishes to make a statement? All right, Mr. Jones, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony, Mr. Jones, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am, but I would like to talk to my public defender.
Okay, so is there a phone number he can call from the Oconee jail?
Yes, Judge, it's 404.
Or is there somebody there that can help him make that call?
Yes.
I believe so. I talked to him last.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Mr. White.
And PD White, I'm going to put something in the courtroom 2 chat just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
404-612-2060-2060.
Okay, so can we take a position that doesn't belong to Mr. White for a moment while he makes that call?
Ms. Tucker is busy.
I'm available.
Okay, well, let me turn your camera on there.
Well, there hadn't been a case called.
All right, can we take a position that belongs to Ms. Tucker?
Go to ACDC.
We're muted at ACDC. Thank
Yes,
you.
Judge. Yes, Judge, I have position number 15 and 16, McCullough Tammy.
And Ms. Tucker, what's the announcement for those?
That'd be my case, Judge.
Mr. Haddad.
Negotiate plea.
All right, thank you. All right, good morning, Ms. Tammy. Your case is 22 CR 004002Y. In that case, you're charged with theft by taking, and you also have a failure to appear case. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you, and I appreciate you speaking loudly. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On the theft by taking, position 15, state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 28 days. Credit for time served 14 days from June 22nd to June 23rd of 2025, August 22nd, 2025 until today. Balance probated. Stay away from Nordstrom Rack, located at 6200 North Point Parkway in Alpharetta, an anti-theft course, and 40 hours of community service. On position 16, the state will enter a null pros upon the acceptance of the plea on position 15. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
All right,
Judge,
do you so stipulate, Mr. Haddad?
I do, Judge. I would just ask the court to consider perhaps terminating or non-report upon completion of the conditions, Judge.
Oh,
State
she
has
can-
no objection to non-reporting.
All right, she can go non-reporting once she's completed the requirements, all right? Ms. McCullough, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury? Thank you. You can put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking the plea?
No, Your Honor.
And you understand that taking the plea, you're giving up your right to trial by judge or jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand the requirements fully, including that you cannot return to Nordstrom Rack. You're going to take an anti-theft course, and you're also going to complete 40 hours of community service, but you should not be serving additional time on this particular case. Do you understand that, Ms. McCullough?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the charge of theft by taking, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept your guilty plea. And again, she can go non-reporting once she's completed the requirements. Best of luck to you, Ms. McCullough. Take care.
Thank you. To you as well.
All right. What do we have next?
Judge, we can make an announcement on Mr. Jones at Oconee County. He's just going to enter a not guilty plea, and I'll just file a waiver this morning.
All right, understood. So your attorney has some additional development to do in your case, Mr. Jones. Your case will be reset for the notice, all right? Take care. All right. Oconee County can be excused. Who do we have next?
Number 6, Byrd.
And the announcement, my announcement email still didn't come through. Oh, I
I
got
sent
it
it
now.
to your Fulton County email
I
address.
got it now. Thank you,
Okay.
Ms. Falk. All right. I have that this is a negotiated plea. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Byrd. Your case is 25 CR 004847B. In this case, you are charged with criminal trespass. You understand your rights today? Is that a yes? All right. I do need you to speak as loudly as you can so that we can understand you. All right, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommendation on the criminal trespass is 12 months, serve 34 days, credit for time served 17 days from August 17th, 2025 until today. Balance suspended. Stay away from the Georgia Institute of Technology property in its entirety. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
And you so stipulate, Mr. White?
We do, Your Honor.
All right. And that was your understanding, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. Mr. Byrd, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury?
I do.
All right. Thank you. And I appreciate you speaking very loudly. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time? Did anyone force you to take a plea today? Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea? And you understand that taking a plea, you're giving up your right to trial by judge or by jury. And you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. And you understand the requirements that you should not have additional time to serve on these charges. However, you cannot return to Georgia Tech in its entirety. Do you understand that, Mr. Byrd? All right. As to the charge of criminal trespass, Mr. Byrd, how do you plead? I accept your guilty plea. Don't go back to Georgia Tech. They don't want you there. Is there anything additional from the state or from the defense?
Nothing additional, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Byrd. That concludes your case.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Who do we have next?
Next, Judge, I have position number 10, Ms. Shirley Esther.
And that's Ms. McLeod. That's your case?
Good morning, Your Honor. That is my case.
All right. Thank you. All right, Ms. Esther, your case is 24 CR 001225Y. In this case, you're charged with simple battery and simple battery against a correction officer. Do you understand your rights today? I can't hear you at ACDC. I'm assuming that's a yes.
Your Honor, my client has some severe limitations. I did email the state to explain what was going on with Miss Esther.
Right. I did receive the email this morning that you sent. I'm trying to ascertain. It wasn't really clear how she ended up back in custody. So
They
that's
went
what
to
I was
her
trying-
home and arrested her. They just went to her house and
Right.
arrested
I
her.
heard the words they went to her home and arrested her, but people don't normally just randomly get arrested on cases from 2024.
But
So
before
either
we do that, what is the announcement for
or
this
something
case?
happened.
What are we doing with this case this
With
morning?
this case, Your Honor, I'm trying to get my very sick client out of jail. That is what I'm trying to
I
do.
understand. So she's not taking a plea today.
Your Honor, I just wanted to bring to the court's attention what is going on. Miss Esther was injured and had some brain damage. She had a case, this case that she's in jail for was before Judge Edie recently. I was in contact with her family, who provided me some information indicating that she had some brain damage. I spoke with the prosecutor in Judge Edie's courtroom, brought it to the attention of the judge, and it was agreed that there would be a 60-day reset so I could get some more detailed medical records on Miss Hester. To my surprise, shortly thereafter, her sister informed me that they came to the house, said they had a warrant for her arrest for this case, because it doesn't show that there's any other thing in the system for her, and took her to jail. That is where we are at. I'm just trying to get my client out because she is not well right now and should really not be in jail. That's the bottom line. I don't know what the state's position is, but I did share with Ms. Falk what had been going on between myself and the prosecutor in Judge Edie's courtroom regarding my client.
Okay,
If I may, Your Honor.
go ahead.
Okay. So I received the email this morning. I actually have figured out what's going on. I just took a look at her jail record. Contrary to what Ms. McLeod has stated, she's actually in jail on a cruelty to child warrant under 25 PI 006813 with a $10,000 surety bond. As Your Honor, I'm sure knows, that is not a misdemeanor case, that's a felony case. And
Right.
so she has to bond out on that case. She also has a probation violation hold under 23 SC 187723. That has no bond. She will not be going anywhere on that case, and that's a felony as well. The only cases that she is in jail on for us are the simple battery and the simple battery against a law enforcement officer, which is pretrial, came off her bond once she was arrested.
Yeah,
on
those
the
other
charge.
cases. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why she's in custody. We can set whatever bond Your Honor feels comfortable with, but she is
Right.
not getting out of jail today.
Right. Okay, understood.
Well,
All right.
I have to advocate for my very sick client. I don't care what the allegations against her may be. It does not alter
we
the fact that she's very sick.
We understand that, but what Ms. McLeod, I think the point here is that she's not, this case, even if we did something here today, the other cases would still have her sitting here.
I understand, Your Honor, and I do not, unfortunately, represent her in the other cases. But I'm of the opinion when people are as sick as my client is, that they should not be in jail. This is supposed to be a civilized society. You do not put people who are that sick in jail. You find some alternative method of addressing things, especially when these are just allegations and nothing has been proven against them. And even if things are proven against them and they're that sick, you should find a facility for them to go to, not just have them stuck in jail. That's my opinion.
Well, Ms. McLeod, you have my vote. Okay, but today
and I think that is definitely something she should take up with the
not a
DA's
lot we-
office, who currently has her in custody.
Okay, so what do you want to do today as it pertains to these cases, Ms. McLeod? Do you want to waive arraignment, or do you want to discuss
I've already
bonds?
done all of that, Your Honor. I have been on top of this case from it was before Judge Edie. I know exactly who my client is. I've been in touch with the family constantly. And all of that has already been done, like the waiver of arraignment, everything.
Okay, so I guess the best thing to do is to set this case back to the division. And you can continue to work with Judge Edie. She does have a bond, even though pretrial took it back, there's still a bond. It became
Yes,
sure.
it is a
So she
$2,000.
has a bond at this
She has a
point.
$2,000 surety bond on each case. Your Honor, we'll even agree to reset her back to pretrial services if Your Honor is fine with that.
I'm not gonna do that. Once pretrial has come off it, I'm not gonna send it back to pretrial. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna send this case to the division, reset for the notice, all right? And I do appreciate your advocacy and your position, Ms. McLeod. You make a lot of great points. There's just not a lot that we can do in light of the circumstances for Ms. Esther today.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
All right, so reset to the division.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do have another client at ACDC who will be taking a negotiated plea this morning.
All right, can we take Ms. McLeod's other case?
It's Miss Smith. She has, I think, 3 positions.
She does. Good morning, Ms. Smith. Your case is 20. You have several cases. The first one, 20 CR 003834Y. These are driving offenses: driving with license suspended, reckless driving, DUI, driving on a divided highway, and driving without a license. In 21 CR 008020Y, you're charged with theft by receiving, and again, driving without a license. And then 25, I'm sorry, the last one is what? Oh, this is an FTA. Do you understand your rights this morning, Ms. Smith? Is that a yes? Speak very loudly for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It's not you. It's sometimes the computer does not pick up the sound that great. So just lean forward and speak loudly when we ask for you, all right? It's a negotiated plea, so we'll go to you, Ms. Falk. You're muted, Ms. Falk, if you're speaking to us.
Which position is this, Your Honor? I'm sorry, I had to send somebody.
23, 24, and 25.
That's okay. I just want to make sure I was in the right place. On position 20.
I'm sorry, also Judge 26 as well. 23.
Oh, she has 26 as well. I'm sorry, Ms. Smith. You also have an FTA on that DUI. So she has 4 positions. Go ahead, Ms. Falk.
Thank you, Your Honor. On position number 23, which is going to be the driving while license suspended, 12 months, concurrent with count 3, which is your DUI less safe, and $1,000 fine. This is her second suspended license in 5 years. On count 2, the reckless driving, it will merge with count 3, the DUI. Count 3 will be 12 months, served 22 days, credit for time served 11 days from August 23rd, 2025 until today. Balance probated, ADET, DUI risk reduction, a victim impact panel, a $300 fine, and 40 hours of community service. Count 4, which is the divided highway road violation, will merge with count 3. Count 5, the driving without a valid license, as her license is suspended, we are entering a null pros on that count. On position 24, the theft by receiving stolen property will be 12 months to run concurrent with position 23. And on count 2, 12 months to run concurrent with count 1. On position number 25 and 26, those are the FTAs. We will be entering null pros at the conclusion of this plea. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
We do so stipulate.
All right, thank you, Ms. McLeod. All right, Ms. Smith, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury? Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Put your hand down. Are you under you can put your hand down, ma'am. Thank you. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, I've been incarcerated.
All right. Do you fully understand the proceedings this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with Ms. McLeod's representation?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking one?
Of course not.
I'm sorry? Did anyone promise
No,
you anything?
ma'am.
Okay. And you understand
No,
you're
ma'am.
giving up your right to trial by judge or jury? Is that a yes?
I said yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you fully understand the requirements as explained to you by your attorney, including the fines and the courses you have to take? You understand? You have $1,000 fine and a $300 fine and a anti-theft course. You're gonna undergo some evaluation. You're gonna do a victim impact panel and do a risk reduction course. Do you understand all the requirements of taking the plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the charges I previously listed to you, Ms. Smith, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything additional from the state or from the defense?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, Ms. Smith. That concludes your cases for today. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Take care, Ms. McLeod, and best of luck to your client as well.
Thank you.
All right. Who do we have next?
I'm sorry, Judge, he has a quick question.
Oh,
Excuse
don't
me, so,
leave yet, Ms. McLeod. Guess what's your question?
So, the MARTA stuff that I'm in here for now, is that like,
I can't hear what she's asking. What are you asking? The sound is not best.
the things that I'm incarcerated for now, the MARTA, on the metal objects, stuff is that in currently?
Those sound like some other cases that don't have anything to do with this. Correct, Ms. McLeod?
I am not aware of any other open cases that she has, unless the state can tell me something.
Yes, she has a interference with government property, 25 PI 006864. She also has a number of charges on a felony case, 16 SC 147452. It looks like, yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like the bond was revoked on those cases, but I'm not sure what the
Ma'am,
basis
these
is.
cases are resolved, but you have some other cases that'll need some development. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Bye-bye.
Next is position 8, Mr. Cromwell.
All right, Mr. Cromwell, good morning. Your case is 25 CR 004900A. In this case, you are charged with simple battery. You understand your rights? All right, I have that this is a negotiated plea as well.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. Cromwell's simple battery, the recommendation is going to be 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days from August 19th, 2025 to today, balance probated, no further contact with Kaun Hall. Stay away from 1180 Peachtree Building, which is located at 1180 Peachtree Street Northeast in Atlanta. A BHET and 8 weeks of anger management. I realize that we did not give a recommendation on count 2, the giving false name. Our recommendation on that count will just be time served, which will be 30 days, credit for time served 15 days from August 19th, 2025 until today. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. And we would like to sound for Mr. Hall at this time, if he is present, would like to speak. That's all for the state.
And you so stipulate, Mr. White?
Do, Your Honor.
And that was your understanding. Is Mr. Hall present and wishes to make a statement? All right, Ms. Falk, I just want to make sure there's nothing medical at 1180 Peachtree, correct? What was the subject location?
So it's just, it looks like a corporate building. I believe King and Spalding is located inside of that building. I'm sure a number of offices are located inside that building, but I don't think it's a medical facility. I just think it's a corporate building.
Yeah, I know that there was an urgent care built close. So I just wanted to make sure. All right. Mr. Cromwell, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You can put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea?
No, ma'am.
And you understand that taking a guilty plea, you're giving up your right to trial by judge or jury? And you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
And you further understand the implications of taking a guilty plea. It may affect aspects of your life, such as probation, employment, immigration, other things I may not be able to anticipate. And finally, do you fully understand the requirements, Mr. Cromwell, of the sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, including the 8 weeks of anger management, the evaluation, and the fact that you must stay away from that building and have no contact with Mr. Hall. As for the charge of simple battery and giving false information, how do you plead, Mr. Cromwell?
Guilty, ma'am.
I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything additional from the state or from the defense?
Your Honor, we would
Nothing
ask,
from the state.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. We would ask that probation terminator go non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
It
State
can
has
go
no objection to
non-reporting.
non-reporting. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Falk. You can go ahead. Let's make the record clean. Go ahead and state.
State has no objection to non-reporting, Your Honor.
All right, and he can go non-reporting once it's completed. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next, Judge, I have positions number 29 through 30, Ms. Tinsley.
Okay, I have that as a negotiated plea.
That is correct, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Tinsley, your case is 25 CR 004848H. I'm sorry, 48484H. In that case, you're charged with 2 counts of simple battery. Do you understand your rights today? All right, and Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On position 29, the simple battery family violence, our recommendation is 12 months served 90 days, credit for time served 28 days. That will be from January 29th to February 12th of 2025 and August 21st of 2025 until today. Balance probated, family violence intervention program, no further contact with Camille Tinsley, stay away from, ADET, no firearms, and no alcohol. On count 2, the simple battery family violence, 12 months to run concurrent with count 1. We would like to sound for Ms. Camille Tinsley at this time if she would like to speak. And we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. Position 30, the FTA will be null prost upon the acceptance of this plea on position 29. That's all for the state.
Mr. Haddad, that was your understanding, and is in according to my calculation, which again may not be that great, she'd have an additional 18 days to serve. Is that correct?
Judge, it'll be, yes, 17 days. We do stipulate, Judge, for purpose of the plea, I would just ask the court to consider waiving the first 2 months of probation fees, Judge, just in light of the costs involved with the domestic violence classes.
All right. Excuse me. Ms. Tinsley, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury? All right, you can put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today? Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea? And you understand that taking a plea, you're giving up your right to trial by judge or by jury? And you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt? And you understand you will have additional time to serve at the Fulton County Jail up to 17 days. Once you're released, you're going to take a family violence intervention course. You're going to have no contact with Ms. Camille Tinsley. You're going to undergo an evaluation, and you're to have no firearms and no alcohol. You understand that? All right. As for the charges of simple battery family violence, how do you plead, Ms. Tinsley? We need you to speak loudly. I couldn't hear that. How do you plead? I accept your guilty plea. And let me sound for Camille Tinsley. Is Camille Tinsley present? All right, seeing none, I will waive the first 2 months of probation fees, Mr. Haddad.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, best of luck to you. The case is concluded. Who do we have next?
Next are positions 11 and 12, Mr. Hall.
And I have that that's a negotiated plea.
That's correct, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hall, you have 2 cases, 25 CR 004640Y. You're charged with criminal trespass. And then you have 25 CR 004961Y, in which you're charged with criminal trespass and a charge I will not sound. Do you understand your rights today? Yeah. You understand your rights? You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. You understand that?
You understand?
Yeah,
You need to
the
answer the
mic.
judge if not.
You understand? Do you want to take a plea today, Mr. Hall? I'm sorry, what?
You said not to my knowledge, Judge.
Okay, so he doesn't want to take a plea. You want to speak to him very briefly, Mr. White?
I can, Judge, absolutely.
All right. All right. We'll be on a very brief hold.
Judge, we'll be entering a waiver.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. That was 11 and 12 waiver. All right, who do we have next?
Next, Judge, I have position 19, Moore.
All right, and the announcement I have is that that's a negotiated plea.
That is correct, Judge.
All right, good morning, Ms. Moore. Your case is 25 CR 004932C. You're charged with theft by taking. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. In position 19, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 17 days, balance probated, an anti-theft course, no further contact with Omar Pena, stay away from 946 Parsons Street Southwest in Atlanta, and 40 hours of community service. We would like to sound at this time for Mr. Pena. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea, and we do object to any kind of termination or non-reporting on this case due to her history. That's all for the state.
All right, Ms. Falk, what is her history?
So just going over her history, Your Honor, I'm showing, let's see. Sorry, I just need to crack open my Odyssey. Okay. So the defendant has 35 cycles. We actually recommended her case for recidivist theft by taking. She did have the requisite amount, but because the cases were relatively older, some of the cases were relatively older, it was rejected. But that just kind of gives you an idea of some of her history. She did have, her most recent was, she was arrested for theft by shoplifting, which was null prost. She had an armed robbery in 2022 that was no billed. And then going further back, a FTA from 2020, a possession of drug-related objects, a theft by shoplifting for 2020 where she received 1 year in prison, theft by shoplifting in 2017 where she pled nolo, another theft by shoplifting in 2018 where she had 90 days in jail. Do you want me to keep going?
No, that's good. Thank you, Ms. Falk. All right, Mr. Haddad, do you stipulate to the 3 elements in this case? And by my calculation, she has 12 additional days. Is that correct?
We stipulate, Judge, and my calculation is 13, but we're close enough, both of us.
Okay, you and I are going to continue to be one day off. All right, so 13 days additional, and I am sounding now for Mr. Pena. All right, hearing none. Ms. Moore, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, Ms. Moore? All right, do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge for the limited purpose of taking a plea this morning?
Ma'am.
All right, thank you. You can put your hand down. Do you wish to move forward and take a plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange?
No.
Are you satisfied with your attorney's representation?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that by taking the guilty plea, you're giving up your right to trial by judge or jury?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that taking a guilty plea may affect other aspects of your life, such as probation, employment, immigration, and other matters?
Yes, ma'am.
And you fully understand the requirements that you have 13 additional days to serve. You're to have no contact with Mr. Pena. You're going to do 40 hours of community service upon your release, and you are not to go back to that Parsons Street address. Do you understand all that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, as to charge of theft by taking, Ms. Moore, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything additional from the state of the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you, Ms. Moore. That concludes your case. All right, who do we have next?
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm just calling. Don't worry about it. I'll call back.
There was a question at ACDC?
Yes, ma'am.
For Mr. Haddad.
I'm sorry, it went out for a second. What was the question?
Mr. Haddad.
Yes.
I would, if it would be, okay with you in the judge, could you refer me to Women's on the Rise, because I don't have anywhere to go no more.
I'll attend to that, Judge. We've been in communications with the social worker, Judge, and we're working on that.
Okay, so your attorney's working on that, okay, Ms. Moore?
Thank you.
All right.
Next is position 9, Mr. Dornhofer.
All right, and that is a negotiated plea?
That's correct, Judge, for
All
now.
right, good morning, Mr. Dornhofer. Your case is 25 CR 004923H. You're charged with criminal trespass and then criminal trespass and damage to property. Do you understand your rights?
I've not been read any rights. I would like to hear them.
You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney today, and I am conducting this hearing by video. Do you understand your rights?
That I have an attorney.
And Mr. White is your attorney. He's right there to represent you. Do you understand that?
Yes, correct, Your Honor.
All right. And do you wish to move forward and take a plea today?
Will you explain me the details, please?
We can go through that at the end, but I just want to know, do you wish to take a plea? We're going to go through some questions and we'll hear all the requirements, but your attorney should have explained those to you. Do you want to move forward and take a plea, or do you wish to go to trial?
From the best of my understanding, yes. At this time, yes, from the best of what I understand about the details.
Okay, so we're going to go through, please listen closely to the state. All right. Ms. Falk, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. On count 1 of criminal trespass, the state's recommendation is 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days from August 19th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, stay away from Java Coffee at 1105 Euclid Avenue in Atlanta. On count 2, the criminal trespass and damage to property, the state's recommendation is 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. That will run concurrent with count 1. We are also requesting a stay away from Camelli's Pizza, located at 337 Moreland Avenue Northeast in Atlanta, BHET, and 40 hours of community service. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea, and that's all for the state.
All right, and Mr. White, you so stipulate?
To Your Honor, it just has the probation terminator go non-reporting requirements.
State has no objection to non-reporting, Your Honor.
All right, he can go non-reporting. You've heard the requirements, Mr. Dornhofer. Basically, the time you served in the Fulton County Jail will close the case, but you would have to stay away from that location, undergo an evaluation, and complete community service. Do you wish to go forward with taking a plea before we begin asking questions and me swearing you in?
So you mentioned 2 locations, and now you mentioned only 1 site. So what I'm asking is it the Java Lords or the community?
It's the Java Coffee and the Camelli's Pizza. Do you wish to go forward and take a plea? If so, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand.
Okay, Java Lords. I was on the toilet going to...
Okay, no. I don't want you to say anything. You might say something by mistake. Do you want to take a plea?
It's one. Yes.
Okay,
Job Roberts, yes. I understand. I didn't do anything. I was never read my rights at all, but
okay, so it sounds like you don't want to take a plea, you want to go to trial, is that correct?
I mean, what does it entail? I was never read my rights.
Stop.
Okay, so I understand that that may be a defense you could present at trial. Do you want to go to trial? All right, can we unmute him at courtroom 2? It's still muted.
Well, yes, if I'm gonna be released within 24 hours, yes, ma'am, and yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes,
so
Your
you
Honor.
so you do want to take a plea today?
If that's the details, yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right,
sir.
please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given under the penalty of perjury for the limited purpose of taking this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can put your hand down. We're going to ask some questions to make sure that this is really what you wish to do, all right?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea today?
No, I haven't spoken with anyone concerning it.
All right, and you understand that taking a guilty plea, you're giving up your right to have a trial and present any defenses you may have had.
I do understand that.
Okay, and you wish to move forward and take a plea and give up that right to trial.
As long as I'm being released within 24 hours, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. You understand you're giving up that right and you wish to do that?
I wanted to clarify if I'm released.
These charges are no longer holding. You have no.
Okay,
I do have another charge.
Okay,
You're
well-
aware of that.
That charge,
oof. Okay, so what I'll say, Mr. Dornhofer, your attorney has probably explained this. These 2 charges are not going to be holding you in, but I cannot speak to any other charges you may have. I can't speak to that. I don't know anything about those. These 2 charges, if you take a plea, will not hold you in Fulton County Jail. But if you have another hold, Mr. White may be able to speak to you about that, but I cannot. So as it pertains to these 2 charges, you understand you're giving up your right to a trial.
if I could have one more minute, please, Judge.
Yes. Mr. Murphy, I see you on the line. We'll try to get to you soon. Who is your client?
Judge, I thought my add-on Pearson, who's at ACDC.
Have you already spoken to Pearson? I didn't even know there was an add-on.
I had spoken to Alan Newton, the litigation manager for Edie, and Michael Jordan, and they had put it on the calendar, I thought, as of last Thursday. But you are correct, Judge. I didn't see it on the calendar from
I
Ms.
don't
Falk.
see an add-on. Is anybody aware of that one?
I'm not aware of it, Judge.
I am not aware of it either.
Okay.
And it's not, I don't see an add-on calendar.
There is no add-on calendar. I just searched.
All right, I'll jump out. I'll go down to see Mr. Jordan. Okay, I'll jump out.
And
What's the
if you
defendant's
can,
name,
if you can
Mr.
see if they can add it to Thursday, I'm more than happy to deal with it then if you like.
Okay. Okay.
What's
Yeah.
the- What's the defendant's name, Mr. Murphy?
It's Rosemary Pearson. Mr. Newton should have reached out to you on Thursday when I saw him.
She's on Thursday's calendar. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Great.
He may have asked me to put it on there, and I put it on Thursday instead of Tuesday.
Hey, that's still a couple days early.
Sorry about that.
All right, so that we'll see you on Thursday, Mr. Murphy, and we'll reset that case to Thursday. Well, set it. It's already set for Thursday.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Who else is at ACDC?
Judge, I have position number 17 and 18, Bryce C.
And is that Mr. White's case?
That's Mr.
That's Ms. Tucker?
Actually, that's
Thank you. There she go right there.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. White, I'm back to you.
I believe we're good to go, Judge, and you would still like.
Okay, so let's say, so we're on that question. You understand you're giving up your right to trial, Mr. Dornhofer?
As far as for here and now, yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, and you wish to move forward and take a plea and give up the right to present any defenses you may have had?
During my stay here, yes, I do understand that and I do agree, Your Honor.
All right, and you fully understand the requirements of the sentence, including the evaluation, the community service, and the 2 locations you have to stay away from?
Yes, just one detail about the second location. It's not called Camila's Pizza anymore, so I don't know if you want to change that to the
Well,
public.
what the address, 337 Moreland Avenue, you're gonna stay away from there, and 1105 Euclid. You understand you can't go back to either location?
Work in church, right?
I'm sorry?
I can walk down the sidewalk on my way to church.
I would suggest you walk on the other side of the street so that
Okay,
you're not in violation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, as to the charge of criminal trespass and criminal trespass and damage, how do you plead, Mr. Dornhofer?
So is there any detail about the damage? Because I'm not,
Listen,
okay, yes,
guilty or not guilty?
yes, guilty.
All right, I accept your guilty plea at this time. Once he's completed the requirements, he can go non-reporting. Just don't go back to those 2 locations, all right? And make sure you complete all the requirements. Best of luck to you, Mr. Dornhofer, all right? All right, we're gonna go to the ACDC position with Ms. Tucker. Mr. Mincy, you have 2 cases, 21 CR 007709A, in which you're charged with battery and criminal trespass and damage. And you're also charged in 25 CR 004677A, simple battery, family violence. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Ms. Tucker, the announcement is?
This will be a non-negotiated plea, Honor.
All right, Ms. Washington?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Can I please have the history for Mr. Mincy as this is non-negotiated?
Yes.
While she's looking, Ms. Tucker, I'm assuming the jail time is at issue?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking for a time served. He's willing to do additional conditions. Willing to take an 8-week anger management course if he will be eligible for release.
There are 8 arrest cycles out of South Carolina, including a 2015 assault and battery misdemeanor conviction, an FTA from 2014. There was an arrest in 2014 for assault and battery. However, no disposition was listed. There's also a 2015 misdemeanor conviction for assault and battery. There was a 2014 misdemeanor for entering a premises after warning. There's also a 2013 misdemeanor conviction for disturbing schools. And there appears to be a hold out of Douglas, Georgia, Douglasville, for an FTA. The warrant date is October 31st of 2024. And there are also 4 arrest cycles out of Georgia. So that will be a total of 12. An FTA from 2024, also an FTA from 2022. And nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Falk, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. And he also, just to let the court know, he was also arrested under 21, let me see, pull up that case number for Your Honor. It was 21 CR 007709A. That case was a battery and criminal trespass and damage to property. That case is still open. That's one of the cases on, let's see. Just make sure so I'm not speaking out of turn. That is one of the cases on today's calendar, which is also why we made the recommendation we made. So it's not only his history in South Carolina, but it was the fact that he had the 2021 case when he was then rearrested for a new charge. And if you were listening to what a pretrial was saying about his South Carolina history and his history here, it's largely assault and battery cases, which is why the state made the recommendation they did. So our recommendation on these two cases on position 17 is going to be 12 months concurrent with position 18, no further contact with Kashana Griffin, stay away from 5555 Roswell Road in Sandy Springs. Count 2, 12 months concurrent with count 1 and 60 hours of community service. And position 18, the simple battery family violence, 12 months to serve 120 days, credit for time served 21 days. Balance probated FVIP, no further contact with Haley Andrews, stay away from 535 Lee Street Southwest in Atlanta, as well as no firearms, and that will run concurrent with the previous case. On this case, Your Honor, the facts of each case are on the most recent case, his 25 CR case. The facts are that on July 4th of 2025, the defendant went to 535 Lee Street. Officers arrived at that location. It was a Texaco. They spoke with Miss Andrews. She stated she had been in a physical dispute with her boyfriend, the defendant. They were arguing inside the vehicle about money that she gave him and he didn't pay her back. She stated that she pulled into the gas station and that's when he punched her in the face and then left the location on foot. Officers also spoke with the store clerk who said he had seen the defendant and Miss Andrews arguing outside by the gas pumps and saw Miss Andrews push Mr. Mincy, and then the incident occurred. The officers took out a warrant as to the defendant on that case, and he was then later arrested. On the other case, which is the older case, the 21 CR case, that incident, if I can just have a moment. My apologies. Sorry, Your Honor, if you'll just give me one moment. Okay. So on that case, that incident happened on, pull up the warrant, on October 22nd, 2021. Officers spoke with, officers, the 911 call received a 911 hang up. They then called back. They heard the caller yelling in the background for someone to get out of her house and also stating that someone broke her window and was damaging her property. The officers then arrived at the location and met with Kashana Griffin, who stated that she and her roommate live at the location at 555 Roswell Road. She stated that the defendant had been over to her house. They had been romantically involved in the past and had never lived together, but she invited him over to the house to hang out. When he arrived, he became angry and irate. That another individual, another man, was at the residence. She stated that after he was yelling at her, he struck her in the face with an open hand. Griffin stated that the defendant then intentionally made contact with her face, causing a laceration and swelling. And Griffin also stated while he was physically attacking her, she did strike him back in self-defense. And she and her roommate also, stated that she witnessed the striking. And when she stated that after she left and then after returning back to the residence, she noticed that her kitchen window had been shattered from the defendant striking it with some unknown object. The damage to the property was approximately $200. And both Mitchell and Jackson, who were witnesses at the scene, were cooperative and also gave information that was consistent with what Ms. Griffin had told police. So essentially what we have is two individuals who were both romantically involved with the defendant. He attacked both of them at different times. He also has a history of assault and battery out of South Carolina, and that is why the state's recommendation was 120 days in jail, Your Honor. I do understand that the proffer is for something like 8 weeks of anger management, but the defendant is already going to be ordered as part of the simple battery family violence to do 24 weeks family violence intervention program. 8 weeks of anger management is not going to resolve anything that the 24 weeks of FVIP wouldn't cover. That's all for the state.
All right, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, so as previously stated, we are asking for the time served. He does have a hold out of Douglasville, so he will still remain in state custody. He would just be allowed to go forth and resolve that case there. The only issue is that he would like to be able to take responsibility and resolve his cases without any further delay of having to serve an additional almost 40 days in Fulton County. Again, we did offer, he is willing to take additional courses as part of the plea offer to take responsibility for the simple battery charges. In addition to the family violence intervention program. And as I stated, he will remain in state custody as well.
All right, if he takes a plea today, Ms. Tucker, I'm gonna accept the state's recommendation.
Yes,
And
Your Honor.
he'd have to serve the additional time. Does he wish to take the plea, or do you want to be heard on bond instead?
I believe Mr. Mincy wanted to proceed with the plea.
Is that correct, Ms. Mincy? Wish to take a plea if you have to serve the additional 40 days? I can't understand.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear either.
I ask a question.
You want one? Can he call Ms. Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, fine, Judge.
All right, so we'll be on hold for this case for a moment. With the understanding that the recommendation is I'm gonna accept the state. Can we take another position while Ms. Tucker speaks with him? There's no position we can take at courtroom 2?
Yeah, we're gonna say, Mr. We can take number, is Ms. Tucker ready?
No, she's on the phone.
Everybody else we have is Tucker, then we got Walden, he's going pro se, we can do him. You coming?
We have who?
Mr. Walden, 31 and 32, he said he's going pro se. Come on, sir.
And whose case is that? Is that yours, Mr. White?
Oh, he said he's going pro se, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Okay. And Mr. Walden, your case is 25 CR 001147C. You're charged with theft by shoplifting and obstruction. You also have an FTA. You have an absolute right to remain silent. Anything you say regarding the facts of your case can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney, but you're rejecting that today. Is that correct? And you don't want the assistance of the public defender, even though I strongly recommend that's what you should do?
The United States counsel is I'm looking for, pretty much.
Okay, so do you wish to move forward and represent yourself, or do you want the public defender's office to help you?
I'll represent myself. Yeah.
All right, and do you wish to take a plea today, or do you wish to reset your case for trial?
Reset my case for trial.
Okay, I'm gonna arraign. Has this case been arraigned, Ms. Grace? It's not.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, I have limited access to Odyssey today. Ms. Grace, can you do me a favor? Will you send me the accusation?
Yes, ma'am, which one?
Thank you. All right, so Mr. Walden, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna read the accusation to you in this case. You also have an FTA for a different case. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna reset your case for trial at another day. You'll have the right to prepare for that trial, and I'm gonna make you aware of the accusation of cases against you, okay?
Your Honor,
Yes.
actually, it looks like the defendant has an attorney as of March 18th of 2025 who did waive his arraignment. I'm not sure who the
Oh.
attorney is, so maybe Miss Grace can assist me with figuring out who the attorney is.
Okay,
But
so
it
the
says
case.
waiver of arraignment, enter of not guilty plea.
Okay, so this case has already been arraigned, Mr. Walden.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we'll reset your case for trial at a later date. If you're found guilty on any of those charges, even though your cases have been previously arraigned, I'm still gonna explain. You can face a penalty of up to $1,000 per charge or 1 year in jail, all right? I just wanted to make you aware, and your case will be reset for the notice. All right?
All right.
All right, best of luck to you, Mr. Walden. That concludes your case for today. All right, who do we have next?
Your Honor, for Mr. Mincy, we are proceeding with the plea, position 17 and 18.
Okay. Mr. Mincy, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge? He's muted.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
I'm out.
You can put your hand down. Thank you. Did anyone force you to take a plea today? I'm
I
sorry.
just got no, ma'am. But no, I got one more question though. Like, can I ask you?
You want to call your attorney again?
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Okay, well, what is your question? Let's make sure that if it's something that we can answer.
I just thought I had went to court and got it dismissed, like before I even came in here for the 2021.
Okay, it does not appear that you went to court for that. That case is still open.
Okay.
Okay, so you wish to take a plea today?
Hello.
And you understand that taking a guilty plea, you're giving up your right to trial by judge or jury.
Hello.
And you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt? Is that a yes?
Yeah, ma'am. What you ask?
And I said, you understand you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt? And you understand the requirements, including the additional days in jail, the fact that you'll need to take a family violence course, you're to have no contact with Miss Griffin or Miss Andrews. You're gonna stay away from the Lee Street address as well as the Roswell Road, and you're gonna have no firearms. You understand all of that, Mr. Mincy? And you further understand that taking a guilty plea may affect other aspects of your life, such as employment, probation, immigration, or things that I can't anticipate.
Are there any programs for that?
We can ask your attorney to speak with you about that, but you understand that? All right, as to the charges previously listed, how do you plead, Mr. Mincy? I'm sorry?
Guilty.
I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything additional, Ms. Tucker or Ms. Falk? Hearing none, best of luck to you, Mr. Mincy.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, who do we have next?
Next are positions 27 and 28. Mr. Spurrell.
All right, and the announcement, Ms. Tucker?
This will be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sproul. Your case is 21 CR 005918E. You're charged with theft by taking, and you also have an FTA. You understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Falk, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. Sproul's position 27, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 28 days, credit for time served 14 days from December 22nd, 2019 to December 23rd of 2019 and August 22nd of 2025. Balance probated, anti-theft course, stay away from 1720 Thompson Avenue in East Point, and $880 in restitution to Nia Wilson. On position 28, the state will null pros that position upon the acceptance of this plea. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. We would also like to sound for Ms. Nia Wilson at this time. That's all for the state.
All right, is Ms. Wilson present, wishes to make a statement? All right, do you so stipulate, Ms. Tucker, and that was your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor, we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, and this was our understanding of the offer. We would also like to request that he be allowed to report to probation over the phone. He is a resident of Cobb County, and his license is currently suspended, so he just would not be able to commute to Fulton to check in. So if he could check in over the phone with probation. And then we request that after the completion of the course and payment of restitution, that he be allowed to go on non-reporting status.
Any objections, Ms. Falk?
No objection to non-reporting, Your Honor.
All right, I'll allow him to report by phone and go non-reporting. Mr. Sproul, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
No.
All right, thank you. Put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange?
No, ma'am.
You understand that by taking a guilty plea, you give up your right to trial by judge or jury?
I do.
And you're giving up your right to have the state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt? And you further understand the requirements, including the fact that you need to pay $880 in restitution, take an anti-theft course, and stay away from that location on Thompson Avenue. But otherwise, the time you serve should close out your case. You understand that?
No.
All right. As to the charge of theft by taking, how do you plead? I accept your guilty plea, and I'm going to sound for Ms. Nia Wilson. Is Nia Wilson present and wishes to make a statement? Hearing none, best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case. Is there anything additional, Ms. Falk or Ms. Tucker?
No, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. Who do we have next?
Position 21, Mr. Ponder.
All right, Mr. Ponder, your case is 25 CR 004831B. You're charged with criminal trespass and obstruction. Do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
And this is a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. Ponder's case, the recommendation on position 21 is on the criminal trespass, 12 months served 56 days, credit for time served 28 days. That is from August 15th of 2025 until today. Balance probated, a BHET, no further contact with Amin Panjwani. Stay away from the BP gas station located at 1990 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway, Northwest in Atlanta, 60 hours of community service. On count 2, the willful obstruction, 12 months to run concurrent with count 1, as well as a $300 fine. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. We would like to sound for Mr. Panjwani, and that's all for the state.
Is Mr. Panjwani present, wishes to make a statement? Ms. Tucker, that was your understanding, and do you so stipulate?
We do so stipulate, Your Honor, and that was our understanding of the offer.
All right, Mr. Ponder, you have a question? Do you wish to take a plea today?
Yes, I wish to take the plea. Within taking the plea, will I be released today?
No, that, well, this case will not be holding you, but if you have additional holds, we can't speak to that. Ms. Tucker, are you aware, is this the only thing that's holding him in?
I don't see any additional holds for you, Mr. Ponder.
Thank you.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange?
No, ma'am, but my release.
Are you satisfied with Ms. Tucker's representation?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand the requirements, including the evaluation you'll have to undergo, the fact that you can't have any contact with Mr. Panjwani, and you need to stay away from that location and complete 60 hours of community service? You also have a fine to pay, but other than that, you will not have additional time to serve in the Fulton County Jail for this case. Are you aware of all of that?
Yes, I'm not on probation.
I'm sorry?
I'm about to be on probation.
Yes, and so you have to complete those requirements.
Can I, report?
I'm sorry, do you understand that you'll be on probation?
Yes, I understand that I'll be on probation. Will I go no report?
You will have to report there, you'll have to report to probation. Is that your question?
Yes, that's what I'm asking, Judge.
Yes, you will have to report to probation.
All right.
Okay, as to the charge of criminal trespass and obstruction, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything additional from Ms. Falk or Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask that after he complete the terms and pay his fines, that he be allowed to go on non-reporting status.
State has no objection.
Yes, he can go non-reporting once he's completed it all. All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Ponder. That concludes your case for today.
Next is position 22, Mr. Roy.
Mr. Roy, your case is 25 CR 004906A. You're charged with criminal trespass, giving a false name, and loitering and prowling. Do you understand your rights today? Is that a yes? Okay. And the announcement for this case, Ms. Tucker?
This will be a negotiated plea.
All right, thank you, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On position 22 on the criminal trespass, 12 months concurrent with count 3. On giving false name, count 2, 12 months concurrent with count 3. And on the final count, the loitering and prowling, 12 months to serve 180 days. Credit for time served 16 days from August 18th of 2025 until today. Balance probated, Operation 21 Law and Decision Making course. Stay away from all Georgia Tech premises and property, as well as 40 hours of community service. We ask that the defense stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea, and that's all for the state.
Ms. Tucker, that was your understanding, and you so stipulate?
We do so stipulate, Your Honor, and this was our understanding of the plea.
All right, thank you. Mr. Roy, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge? All right, thank you. Put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time? Did anyone force you to take a plea today? Did anyone promise you anything in exchange? And you understand that taking a guilty plea, you're giving up your right to trial. And there'll be no further court dates where you can present any defenses you may have had. You understand that? Is that a yes? Is that a yes, Mr. Roy? All right. And you fully understand the requirements of the sentence, including the course you'll have to take. How much additional time will he have to serve at the Fulton County Jail?
According to my calculations, 74 days.
All right, and you understand you'll have 74 more days to serve. You'll have to take a class upon release. You cannot go to Georgia Tech at all, and you are going to also complete 40 hours of community service. Do you understand all of that?
Yes.
And you wish to take the plea today?
Yes.
As to the charges I previously listed, Mr. Roy, how do you plead?
Yes.
I accept your guilty plea. Is there anything additional from the state or from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your
All
Honor.
right. Best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case. Who do we have next?
Position 34, Mr. Williams.
All right, Mr. Williams, I have that this is a negotiated plea.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Williams, your case is 25 CR 004919G. You're charged with criminal trespass. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. Williams' case, the state's recommendation as to the criminal trespass is 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days from August 19th of 2025 until today. Balance probated, BHET, no further contact with Shalandia Cato. Stay away from Midtown Villages Apartments at 140 Pine Street Northeast in Atlanta, and 60 hours of community service. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
All right, do you so stipulate, Ms. Tucker? And that was your understanding?
Yes, that was my understanding.
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
this was our understanding, and we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea. We would also like to request that upon completing the community service hours, that you allow probation to terminate or go non-reporting.
Ms. Falk, any objection?
State has no objection to non-reporting.
All right, it can go non-reporting. Mr. Williams, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today? Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea?
No.
You understand you're giving up your right to trial by judge or jury?
That is correct.
And you're giving up your right to have state prove these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt?
That is correct.
And you understand that taking a guilty plea can affect other aspects of your life, such as probation, employment, immigration, other things I may not be able to anticipate?
Yes, but I'm not expecting that to.
All right, so you understand that. As to the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead, Mr. Williams? I'm sorry? How do you plead?
Yeah, guilty.
I accept your guilty plea. Make sure you stay away from Georgia Tech. Complete that community service. I'm sorry, not Georgia Tech. Stay away from the Midtown Village Apartments at 140 Pine Street. Complete your community service and undergo that evaluation. But other than that, the time you serve should close your case. All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Williams. All right. Is there anything additional, Ms. Falk or Ms. Tucker?
Nothing for the state.
All right. Your case is concluded. Best of luck to you, sir. All right. Who do we have next?
Next is position 22, Mr. O'Connor. No, 20, I'm sorry.
20, okay. Mr. O'Connor, your case is 25 CR 004925A. You're charged with possession of dangerous drugs and criminal trespass. You understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I have that this is a negotiated plea, so we'll go to Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. O'Connor's case, the state's recommendation on the criminal trespass is 12 months to serve 28 days, credit for time served 14 days. That is from August 20th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, BHET, stay away all MARTA premises and property, 30 hours of community service. On count 2, the possession of dangerous drugs, 12 months to run concurrent with count 1, as well as ADET. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
All right. Do you so stipulate, Ms. Tucker, and was that your understanding?
We do so stipulate, Your Honor, and this was our understanding of the plea.
All right. I'm going to ask you some questions, Mr. O'Connor. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You can put your hand down. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No.
Did anyone force you to take a plea today?
No. I have a question.
You have a question? What is your question?
So it's our probation. I go to court again on the 25th. Will I still be released?
I can't speak to that case. You have a different case. Ms. Tucker may have some information about that. But as it pertains to this case, yes, you would be on probation and have requirements. Do you still want to go forward and take a plea?
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps you can speak with Ms. Tucker afterwards about that other case, okay? Do you fully understand the requirements, including the fact that you have to undergo an evaluation and you need to stay away from all MARTA properties? And that you actually going to undergo 2 evaluations and you have to complete 30 hours of community service, but you should not have additional time to serve at the Fulton County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you understand you're giving up your right to trial by judge or jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you fully understand that taking a guilty plea can affect employment, immigration, probation, and other aspects of your life I may not be able to anticipate. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the charges of criminal trespass and possession of dangerous drugs, how do you plead?
Guilty?
I accept your guilty plea at this time. Is there anything additional, Ms. Tucker or Ms. Falk?
None from the state.
All right. That concludes your case for today. Best of luck to you, sir.
So will I be released?
This case is no longer holding you in. If you have other holds, I can't speak to those, but this case is no longer keeping you in the Fulton County Jail, all right? All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Who do we have next?
Next, position 13, Mr. Hodge. It's probably gonna have to be a reset.
Okay. Ms. Tucker, is this your case?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Mr. Hodges is a private attorney.
Oh, who is his attorney?
So it's William Pate. I just got off the phone with him. But he said he doesn't represent him on the criminal case.
So, my attorney was with the right law firm, but, apparently they said they will not represent, these, criminal cases. But,
Okay, so do you wish to have the services of the public defender's office?
what is the other option?
The other, I mean, we could reset you.
I'm able to speak for myself here at this moment.
I mean, I don't suggest you do, but you can. You wish to take a plea today or reset your case for trial?
Like, what do you mean? Like, I like to be released. What I'm saying is there anything I could do, or like, I'd like to speak to
I think you should, okay, what I think you should do, you don't have to have them represent you, but Mr. White is there. Why don't you ask him some questions? I'm sure he will at least answer those about some of the options you might have, and then you can tell me what you'd like to do today, okay? Because I don't want you to make a mistake and say something and the state is listening and they add charges, because that is a possibility, okay?
I'm not, if so, I'd just like to speak for myself, because I already tried to ask some questions and he stuck with what he had said, so.
Okay, so you want to represent yourself and you want to take a plea today?
No plea.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
No plea.
You said no. Okay. So we're gonna reset. Has this case been previously arraigned, Ms. Grace? And does he have a bond already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it looks like we're gonna reset this case to jail jury. And if you have a bond, can anyone tell me what his current bond is?
It's $300.
Judge, I have $1,100.
Okay. Okay. So your case, has it been arraigned?
That I do not know if you're asking.
I'm not, I don't know why he's speaking. I'm not sure, Your Honor.
I don't believe so. Let me just double check. He just got arrested recently, so it shouldn't have been arraigned in the interim.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may just make a suggestion, can we just, to give him time, I don't know if you want me to send him the recommendation or what have you, but to give him an opportunity to consider it, can we reset this 1 week instead of resetting it jail jury?
Let's reset it. Can he go on? What does Thursday look like? Since it's a time serve offer, would that give you enough time, Ms. Falk? Ms. Grace, is Thursday?
I can send it to him in the chat now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, we could.
Excuse me, real quick, I don't know why this gentleman keeps sliding over here when I tell him speaking for myself. Ms. Greenhouse, you're the judge I'm speaking to, correct?
I can barely hear what you're saying. Speak loudly. You're asking me what?
Okay, I was trying to see who the judge I was speaking to.
I'm the judge. That's me.
Yes, well, how you doing? My name is Amir, of course, as you know, 24 years old. I'd like to just mention, I go to Georgia State University. I'm sitting on a 4.0 Bachelor's of Business Administration. I fell into this mishap, just in my current situation in life right now. I'm homeless right now. I've expended all my money with my family members, and they chose to take trips on this, that, and the third, and instead of providing housing, which is what I put my money towards, and I'm actually just working hard to get back on my own footing, and that's all. That is it.
Okay, hold on one second. Don't keep talking. Can I hear his history, Ms. Washington? Mr. White, you were gonna say something?
He's not speaking for me.
I'm not
I
speaking.
know, he's not speaking for you. He's just not. Go ahead, Mr. White.
I did go over the offer with him yesterday before he told me that he had a private attorney, so he's got the offer, that's all.
Okay, and do you want to take that offer today, Mr. Hodge, the one that Mr. White discussed with you?
Well, we had spoke sometime this morning, actually.
No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday, okay, do you want to go, regardless of when it was, you heard the offer, did you want to take that offer? Or do you reject it?
I already said this.
You reject it, okay. Ms. Washington, can I have his history, please? For position 13?
Yes, Your Honor. There are 5 arrest cycles, including a 2019 arrest for abusive conduct, and I'll put that in the chat. But no criminal action was taken, and that was with the federal government. There's also an FTA from 2025 out of DeKalb County, a
Okay, so
2025 arrest for willful obstruction in Douglas County, and that was March of this year. Also an FTA from 2024.
okay, that's really what I wanted to know, if he had any FCAs. Thank you, Ms. Washington.
He also has a foreign county hold from DeKalb, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're not gonna be able to convert that to any type of signature bond. Okay, so Mr. Hodge, here are your options. You've heard the recommendation from the state as discussed with you by Mr. White. You have the option to take that, or we can set your case for trial. Which one of those options would you like to do?
I mean, since I'm just gonna sit my time out until I can get out of here. That's all. I just want to get out of here. I'm not.
Okay, so I don't want you to make a mistake and say too much to me. Which of those options? Do you want to go to trial, or do you want to accept the offer as presented by the state?
Whatever options to get me out of here, I'm gonna sit my time out and get out of here. So you can convert that in what you need to do.
Okay, so we're gonna arraign this case and reset. You know what? I think you should consider this offer. You said you don't want to consider the offer as presented by the state?
I already said my answer.
Okay. So we're gonna, Miss Grace, I'm gonna arraign his case. Can you please send me the accusations, if you don't mind?
Respectfully.
Okay, Judge, in this position 13, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, you did, but I just want to go to work.
Okay, Miss Grace, you send me one. I know you probably send me the rest. If you'll send me all of them, as he has 4. All right, let's begin the first one. The state of Georgia versus Amir Hodge. It reads as follows. In case 25 CR 004927D. It reads, I, Keith E. Gimmich, Solicitor General for the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, in the name and on behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do hereby charge and accuse Amir Hodge with the offense of willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, a misdemeanor. For that said, accused in the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, on or about August 19th, 2025, did knowingly and willfully obstruct and hinder Officer Dylan Davis and Officer Lawson, a law enforcement officer, in the lawful discharge of their duties by failing to comply with the lawful commands of said officer in violation of OCGA Section 16-10-24A, contrary to the laws of this state, the good order of peace and dignity thereof. And it's signed Keith E. Gimmich. That is one of your charges. We're going to get all of them read shortly. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Hodge. Okay.
Excuse me, Ms.
Yes, I'm arraigning your case. We're going to continue with that. But guess what's your question?
So obstruction is now a charge just for not saying your name when you have the right to remain silent?
I don't want to give you any legal advice, but that is the charges I just read. So this is count 2. It reads very similarly, but I'm going to still read it. State of Georgia versus Amir Hodge, case 25 CR 004927D. I, Keith E. Gimmich, Solicitor General of the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, in the name and on behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do hereby charge and accuse Amir Hodge with the offense of willful obstruction of law enforcement, a misdemeanor for that said accused in the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, on or about August 19th of 2025, did knowingly and willfully obstruct and hinder Officer Dylan Davis, a law enforcement officer, in the lawful discharge of their official duties by refusing to provide his name in violation of OCGA Section 16-10-24A, contrary to the laws of the state, the good order, the peace, and dignity thereof. All right, here's another one. Count 3, possession and use of drug-related objects. The State of Georgia versus Amir Hodge, 25 CR 004927D. I, Keith E. Gimmich, Solicitor General of the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, in the name and on behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do hereby charge and accuse Amir Hodge with the offense of possession and use of drug-related objects, a misdemeanor. For that said, accused in the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, on or about August 19, 2025, did unlawfully use and possess with the intent to use an object or material for the purposes of packaging marijuana, a controlled substance, in violation of OCGA Section 16-13-332.2, contrary to the laws of this state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof, signed by Keith E. Gimmich. And we finally have position 4. I'm sorry, charge number 4, count 4. State of Georgia versus Amir Hodge. I, Keith E. Gamage, Solicitor General for the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, in the name on behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do hereby charge and accuse Amir Hodge with the offense of criminal trespass, a misdemeanor for that said accused in the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, on or about August 19, 2025, did knowingly and maliciously interfere with the possession and use of a vacant apartment, the property of the Crest of Midtown, located at 215 North Avenue, Northeast, Atlanta, without the consent, in violation of OCGA Section 16-7-21, contrary to the laws of the state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof, signed by Keith E. Gamage. I've read you the formal accusations in this case, Mr. Hodge, and at this time, I'm making you aware that if you're found guilty by on any of those counts at trial, you could face a penalty of up to 1 year in jail and a fine of $1,000. You will also have a right to trial. At that trial, just like today, you'll have the right to an attorney, and you'll also have the right to remain silent. At this time, I am resetting your case. Is there anything additional you'd like to make me aware of at this time?
You say I have the right to remain silent, so if I do remain silent, that's not gonna be a new charge, is it? Cause even the officers don't.
Okay, I don't want you to speak to the facts of the case. I'm saying you have the right to remain silent today. So is there, I'm not hearing any further development here. I do hear that you're presenting some defenses that may be valid at trial. Again, you'll have a right to an attorney on that date, and I'm gonna reset this to a division, all right? But you do have a bond at this time. I am gonna ask that a social worker come visit him, Ms. Tucker or Mr. White. All right? All right. Best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case for today.
Judge, our social workers can't speak with him if he's representing himself.
Okay. Understood. All right. I just don't want this case to get lost. If we can I'll reset division. All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Hodge. I've arranged your case today and reset it for a trial.
Yeah, I see him in the room anyway.
All right, I believe that concludes the entire all-purpose calendar. If Ms. Grace would please review for me.
Yes, ma'am. Position number 1 is a plea. Position number 2, non-proms. Position number 3, we set 9-9 SAP along with position number 4. Position number 5 was a plea. Position number 6 was a plea. Position number 7, we set 9-9 SAP. Position 8 was a plea. Position 9 was a plea. Position 10, we set jail jury along with position 11 and 12. Position 13, we set jail jury. Position 14, we set 9-9 SAP. Position 15 was a plea. Position 16, non-proms. Position 17 and 18 were pleas. Position 19 was a plea. Position 20, 21, 22 were all pleas. Position 23, 24, 25, and 26 were pleas, with positions 23 and 24 were pleas, position 25 and 26 non-prom. Position 27 was a plea, position 28 was non-prom. Position 29 was a plea, position 30 non-prom. Position 31 and 32 we set jail jury. Position 33 we set further notice, defendant release. And position 34 was a plea.
Any comments, changes, corrections, or questions? And has the party logged in for the DV warrant case? Oh, I see the party. Who represents that defendant? Ms. Carr? And those who don't need to remain, well, let's see. Probably most people need to remain for this one.
And Your Honor, real quick, position 14, was that reset or was it a waiver of arraignment, reset jail jury?
Waiver of arraignment, reset jail jury.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Carr, I see you on the line. Can you please turn on your camera? We're gonna begin the DV bench warrant DV bench warrant calendar. All right, does anybody at the Public Defender's Office represent Ms. Carr? Has anyone spoken to her previously?
Judge, I do not believe anybody's spoken with her at this point. I can, she can call here at the jail and I can take care of that.
Okay, I would appreciate that. Ms. Carr, your case is 21 CR 00101AG. You're charged with simple battery. Simple battery family violence. There is an offer to resolve your case today. Mr. White at the Public Defender's Office is going to speak to you regarding this matter. Mr. White, can you go ahead and give the number?
404-612-2060.
And if you go ahead and give him a call, thank you.
And Mr. White, do you have the offer?
I saw the offer, yes.
Pardon? Okay,
See the offer yet.
you got it. Great, thanks.
All right, we'll be on a very brief hold.
Actually, Your Honor, before we go on a brief hold, I apologize. Can I introduce you to some of the attorneys who are
Sure.
joining us with the SG's office? Attorney Grogan, Ponder, Holbert, and Evans Battle, if you could turn on your cameras, please.
Good morning. Welcome, welcome. We're glad to have each of you today. I was wondering why you were doing the whole calendar by yourself today, Ms. Falk.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Sirocco is, well, not unfortunately for him, he got to go to a wedding today, but
Oh,
so
wonderful,
hold it down while
wonderful.
he's out.
Well, we will miss him and welcome to each of you. I'm looking forward to working with you in the near future. But I am going to step away to get some water, so we'll see you all shortly. Thank you.
And attorneys, I know that you have the next part of your orientation starting at 11 o'clock, so feel free to log off and head to the second portion of your orientation, take a brief break, stretch your legs, and then head on over to the link that I sent you in the email for your second portion of your orientation. Thank you.
Thank you.
we're ready whenever you are.
I'm ready. Ms. Falk, are you back?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, I've read Ms. Carr her rights and indicated the case number. This is a matter in which there's now a bench warrant out for Ms. Carr's failure to appear. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. It looks like, I believe this is her first FTA. Let me just double check.
Okay.
And I'm not sure. I know that a lot of the judges what they will do is, well, let me ask this question first. PD White, is she interested in taking a plea on this case or no?
Not necessarily at this time.
Okay, understood. So it looks like, let's see, she FTA'd in front of Judge Mather back in 2021. She had a failure to appear at her plea and arraignment. And like I said, going back to her history, this looks like it may have been her first FTA, but I just want to double check. Normally what the judges will do is just reset this if it is the first FTA.
I usually do as well.
Right. And so the state doesn't have an objection to that. Yes, it looks like this is her first FTA.
And she has a good address, Mr. White, and understands she needs to check on this case regularly?
Yes, Judge, and I've got an address that I'd like to give the court and the case manager just to make sure this doesn't happen again. This case, I think, is nearly 10 years old at this point as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there was COVID complications at some point, but she never received any notice.
Okay, what's the address, Miss Grace? What address do we have on file for her?
Secondary. $3,000 Stone Hope Connector, Southwest, apartment S1.
Is that the address you have, Mr. White?
Yes, Judge, that's the address we have, 30331.
Yes.
Okay, so Ms. Carr, we're gonna reset you one time. Now that you know that this is a case and a matter that exists, please check on your case regularly, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll dismiss the bench warrant for today. Is there anything additional, Ms. Falk or Mr. White?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing here, Judge.
All right, best of luck to you, Ms. Carr. That's gonna conclude your case for today.
Thank you.
And that concludes the entire calendar, so everyone take care.
Mr.
Judge, I
White.
have a question for Ms. Carr before she leaves.
Oh, don't leave, Ms. Carr. Guess your question?
I'm here.
Is that supposed to be S1 or 5-1?
S1. S as in
Okay,
Sam.
thank you. I just want to make sure.
And also, White, Mr. Tucker, and Mr. Haddad, please send all paperwork over to Melissa.Grace. And Ms. Falk, would you check the text I just sent you about positions 25 and 26, please?
Okay, will do.
Okay.
I should have sent over the.
You did, but I was informed that the actual charge has to be on because it was entered incorrect.
Oh. Let me call you about that one. Okay, thanks.
Okay, all right.
All right, the court is now adjourned. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.